place you have here? You lived here long?
Ever since Dad got elected to Congress. You want to see my room? Come on.
You like to shoot?
Yeah. Well, it's just an air rifle. I use it when we go back home.
I never really cared too much for guns.
Oh, well, I never cared too much for them either.
I like fencing.
With swords?
Foils. My father was real good at it, and I learned when we lived in Paris.
Gee, that sounds great. All I've ever done is go back and forth to Minnesota.
We moved around a lot. You might like fencing. I'll show you how when you come over to my place.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Katy. This is a friend of mine, Alan Page. This is Miss Katy Holstrom.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Alan and his father took the house down the block.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
We're going to the Potomac this afternoon.
That's fine, after you finish cleaning up the leaves in the garden.
Come on, Katy. I'll do that later.
You'll do that first. You promised a week ago now. It's always nice meeting a friend of Stephen's.
Who is she?
My governess.
Your governess?
Well, I mean, she's mostly for my brother. Well, he's only 8, and, well, you know, kids need a governess.
Daughter.
Stephen, you're eating much too fast.
I'm in a hurry.
Are you going over to Alan's again?
I don't know.
You're in such a hurry and you don't even know where you're going?
I'm going to Alan's.
Well, he's welcome over here, too, you know. You don't always have to go over there.
Well, it's more relaxing. There's nobody watching what you do all the time and asking questions.
I just wanted you to know that he was welcome.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to take that long.
The telephone company will get rich just on your telephone calls to Minnesota.
I'm afraid it cannot be settled over the phone. I'll have to go.
You have no choice.
With control of the state party organization and the balance, I had better be there to tip the scales the right way.
I'll make the reservation for you.
No, it's already done. I won't even have time to eat. I've got to really run. Oh, Steve, you want to go to the airport with me?
Gee, I wish I'd known sooner, Dad. I'd like to go, but, well, I'm late now, and I'm expected over at Alan's. Have a good trip.
I'll have to meet that Alan Page when I return. He must be quite a boy.
Well, he certainly captured Stephen's imagination. And yet, the few times I've met him, I can't help but feel sorry for him.
How so?
Well, he seems too old for his years, and I think he's very lonely. But I suppose that often happens with a diplomat's family.
Oh, true. They travel so much that they never really settle down.
Well, I don't think it's the proper life for children, especially when there's no woman in the picture. How long will you be away?
About a week. But I feel I have considerable leeway. You see, there is a woman in my picture.
Then you won't be here Friday for the ice show, and you have tickets to take Stephen and Danny.
Oh, yes. Would you?
Yeah, of course, but it won't be the same for them.
No, I'd like to think so, but the truth is they'll probably enjoy it just as much without me. Well, we'd better go. I'll miss my plane.
Well, I can't go to the airport with you either. I'm having my hair done.
I'm getting more popular around here by the minute. Well, goodbye. I know you'll take care of everything.
Boy, I sure like your clothes.
Thanks.
I'm getting a new suit tomorrow.
Why don't you go to my tailor? He's really good.
Well, I sort of go to this store. I've always gone there.
Oh, well, suit yourself.
Alan?
Yeah?
It's really a nice store at that. Would you like to come with me? I mean, I'd sure like to get your opinion.
Sure, I'd be glad to.
Katy will come along.
Your, governess?
Danny's governess.
Most women don't know too much about men's styles. They think they do, but they don't. My mother was like that.
Did she used to go with you when you went shopping?
Once, but she wasn't really interested.
You, do you miss her?
No. Last time I saw her was at the divorce.
Sometimes I think I miss my mother. But I'm never really sure. I was pretty young when she died.
Well, I'm sure about mine. Let's go downstairs. You can meet my father.
Okay.
We don't get to see each other too much during the week, but we have this standing date every Sunday at 5 where we talk things over. You'll like my dad.
I'm sure I will.
He treats you like an equal. You know, not like you're a kid. Come on. Dad, I'd like you to meet Steve Moreland.
I'm glad to know you, Steve.
Hi, Mr. Page.
I won't offer you gentlemen a cocktail, but you're welcome to some soda.
Well, that'd be swell.
Alan? Now that we may settle down for a little while, I hope that you and Alan will become good friends.
Well, thank you, sir.
Alan tells me we're neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Thank you.
Your good health. Now then, tell me what you've been up to this week. I'm all ears. Hello? Yes, Mr. Secretary. One moment, please. Boys, I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse me. We'll have to talk another time.
It was nice meeting you, Mr. Page.
Thank you, Steve. I hope I'll see you again soon.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, that's okay, Alan. I'll get to see him some other time.
Yeah. Yeah, some other time.
We can fix that. It'll fit perfectly.
I suppose, but it's up to you.
I think it's fine.
I don't like it.
Stephen, you've tried on a dozen suits.
It's not my style.
Chalmers Brothers might have more what he wants.
Hanley and Mills have always had what Stephen wanted. This is the first time they've not had anything you liked. I think it's better we come back another day when you don't have so many distractions. Get back into your own clothes. We're going home. Homework all done, Stephen?
Yep. Oh, I was just talking to Alan. I'm going to the movies with him Friday night. They've got this great new foreign film.
This Friday?
Mm-hmm.
We have tickets to go to the ice show.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, I'll just have to pass on the ice show.
Well, your father got those tickets 3 weeks ago. You asked him to.
Yeah, I know. Gee, I'm sorry.
Well, it will be the first time Danny has ever seen a show in the evening and is looking forward to going with you.
Well, maybe Grandma can make it.
I'm afraid not.
You can go to the movies with Alan some other evening.
Well, what do I tell him about Friday? I'm going to some silly ice show with you and Danny?
It's not a silly ice show. Now, you just tell him you have a previous engagement.
But I already told him I'd go with him. He invited me.
Well, that's very kind of Alan, but just because he invited you doesn't mean you have to go.
Well, I want to go.
I'm sorry, Stephen. In any case, you should have asked my permission first. If you had, I would have reminded you.
Alan doesn't have to ask permission first.
What Alan does is not my business. What you do is.
Grandma.
Katy is right. Growing up is a painful process.
No, for everyone concerned.
Oh, this too will pass.
I hope so. Oh, I only feel bad that this has come between us.
Oh, it doesn't mean anything. Steve's just trying his wings.
Well, I know that's good, but it's when he tries Alan's wings that I object.
Oh, teenagers need that sort of thing. They need to be the same as others, to follow a leader.
No, I understand that. But to me, Stephen is something special, and, well, I'm a bit disappointed when he acts not so special.
Hello, Steve.
Hi, Grandma.
Feeling blue?
Yeah.
Now, the world isn't going to come to an end on a beautiful day like this.
Why not?
I suppose you have a point. Does Alan understand about Friday?
I haven't told him yet.
Hadn't you better take care of it?
Yeah, I know. Grandma, I'm too old to have a governess. I mean, well, who wants to pal around with a guy who has to ask permission to blow his nose?
It's not as bad as that.
Well, sure it is. I have to get the kind of suit Katy wants or no suit. And I can't make a date to go anywhere without asking Katy. Well, she's running my life, and I don't think she should. I don't think she should be my boss.
Steve, no matter how old you get, you'll always find someone to be responsible to. And whether you realize it or not, Katy's much more to you than just your boss.
Yeah, she's my governess.
We're going to be leaving in half an hour. You better get a move on, Danny.
I'll be ready, Katy. I don't want to miss anything.
You look very nice, Stephen.
Gee, the ice shelf.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one at night?
No.
Me neither. I've never seen any show at night.
I'll be downstairs.
Okay, I'll hurry.
Hello? Oh, hi, Ellen. Yeah, I know I'm late. I'll be right over.
Stephen, I want to talk to you. Sit down. For what you did tonight, there's no real excuse. But if you have anything to say, I would like to hear it.
What is there to say?
I don't know. I hoped there would be something. You deliberately disobeyed. And you set the worst possible example for Danny. What's more, you hurt him very much. That's not like you, Stephen.
Katy, why won't you let me grow up?
I do not stop you from growing up.
Well, when you grow up, you just naturally have more freedom.
You want freedom, but I don't think you realize that with freedom comes obligation and responsibility.
Well, maybe if you trusted me more in the first place.
Freedom to do as you choose requires judgment. Well, that's why it's not given to children. You have no claim on it unless you can first show that you can handle it.
Well, I think I've shown that I can.
Tonight, I think you showed that you cannot. Now, as long as I'm responsible for you, you're going to obey the rules of this house. Is that clear?
Well, it's time the rules were changed.
Well, if you feel that way, you discuss it with your father. He made the rules, and he's the one to change them.
All right, I will talk to him. And you'll see, he'll be on my side. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
For such a serious problem, I feel I've handled it very badly.
Why don't you? Anybody else could have handled it better.
Oh, Mr. Morley would have handled it better.
Perhaps this is one of those situations a father handles best.
Or a real mother.
You certainly can't blame yourself for not being their mother.
No, but if I'm not even a good governess, could I be a good mother?
I have a sneaking suspicion you'd do all right.
Mrs. Morley, you're not taking me seriously.
No, not completely. Kate, I have great confidence in you, as well as great affection. I don't want to see you talking yourself out of my son.
Thank you.
You're welcome. By the way, this Telegram came from Glen. He's taking a later plane, Flight 79. He's looking forward to coming back.
Well, under other circumstances, I would be looking forward to him coming home, too.
Cheer up, Katy. Before you know it, Steve will be through these difficult years.
Yeah.
And then Danny'll be starting.
A new union proposal has management cautiously optimistic. Here's a special announcement. A commercial jetliner has just crashed immediately following takeoff at Minneapolis, Minnesota. Condor scheduled Airlines Flight 79 went down in a field not far from the airport, scattering wreckage over a wide area.
That's Dad's plane.
Cause of the crash was not immediately known, but company officials are rushing to the scene of disaster and promise to launch a full-scale investigation. The exact number of casualties has not yet been determined.
But you must be able to tell us something. It's a plane of your airline. Mr. Glen Morley. I see. Then you will call. They have no further information. Well, they will call as soon as they know anything. I will try the newspapers.
Cause of the crash was not known. The exact number of casualties has not been determined. But officials are rushing to the scene of disaster and promise to launch a full-scale investigation.
Mrs. Morley, why don't you go upstairs and lie down? I will call you as soon as we hear.
I couldn't, dear, I couldn't. I think I'll go make some coffee.
Why don't they call, Katy?
I thought we should have some coffee. Morley residence. It's Mr. Morley. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine, but I'm still in Minnesota. The meeting broke late and I missed my plane. In fact, it broke so late that I just got out and heard about that crash. I thought you might be worried.
Worried? Hur kan du tänka att vi var oroliga? Jag kan inte förstå er så långt. Talk to your father.
Hi, Dad. Hi. Hi, Dad.
Steve, you all right?
Here, Grandma.
Oh, Glen. Yes, we're all right.
I'm sorry if I worried you, but really, I just heard about that crash a moment ago.
Oh, it's so good to hear your voice. Keep on talking.
I'll get it.
Hi.
Well, hi, Alan. Come on in.
Mr. Morley?
Oh, hello, Alan.
I thought I'd catch a movie. That theater's playing a German picture today. Want to come?
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't think that other picture was so great the other night. I don't really go so much for those subtitles. Besides, I think I'd rather stay home.
Oh.
Well, why don't you stick around? We'll be having supper in a little while.
What's everybody doing?
Nothing, just sitting around.
Yeah, okay.
You want to call home?
No, it's okay.
Won't your dad worry?
No, he knows I can take care of myself.
Well, go ahead and call anyways. He probably worries a lot more than he lets on. I told Alan he could stay for supper, okay?
Of course, your friends are always welcome. Mr. Page, won't you please come in?
Thank you. Hi, Ellen. Thought I'd find you here.
Hi, Dad.
Steve?
Mr. Page? I was just calling. Thought you were going to be tied up.
Well, I just untied myself.
Gee, Dad, that's swell. If you'll give me a rain check, looks like I have an appointment for dinner.
Anytime. You're always welcome. But won't you come in for a moment? I would like for you to meet the rest of the family.
Thank you.
By the way, Stephen, have you spoken to your father yet about changing the rules of the house?
No.
Well, I think that you should. Now, whatever you feel, you should get it out in the open. Now, if you really believe you should have more freedom.
Thanks, Katy. But I think for the time being, I've got all the rope I need.
This afternoon at 3 Eastern, a provocative look at the issues changing our lives on the 700 Club. Then at 4, Chad Everett stars on Medical Center. Now stay with us for the Patty Duke Show, next on CBN.